Hi, guys. Um, I am going to once again try and set up my hillbilly kind of videotaping thing. I'm sorry, y'all. I am just not technologically inclined. I am very unsophisticated in almost every single thing that I do, but I am capable of learning, and I am trying to find things that can better help me in my quest. So if you have any suggestions, then let me know. Okay, so I'm going to try and set this up. This is part two of a two-part series. And uh, this, quite frankly, blew my mind when I was watching it. My jaw was actually agape. And I was beyond thrilled and scared. And I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all. But I want to show you this. This is the time. Of course, you know today is the day on it. But I'm going to do the playback. And here is me pushing the button. Like y'all haven't seen me do this 500 times. So here we go. With that said, I want you to watch this video and try not to flip shit like I did. It's really just insane. See if I can get this all the way down and maybe that this where it'll work. I don't know, y'all. Let's try it like this. I'm not holding this some bitch for half an hour. It ain't happening. Maybe I will. But I can't see what the heck is going on now. So how about like quality? Does the quality suck? Because I can't tell. If you're not seeing anything, am I push play? Yeah. Okay. So let's go like this. And then move it up to here. Like that. Up to here. I'm really seriously trying not. I'm trying like hell to get out of holding this daggum thing. I really, really am. Because I do not want to do it. Is that working at all? Oh, yeah, hell yeah. But I ain't holding it. Dude, you got to work with me, okay? Because I'm not doing this shit. Sorry, don't mean to cuss. All right. That looks like it might be good. So, okay. This is all happening in my room. Or is it showing? Yeah, it is. Somebody say something and let me know if this is showing up. You know what? I'll go online and look. I don't even think anybody watches these things except me anyways. Whoa, 4 subscribers? What the hell? When did that happen? Yeah. I don't know where I'm at. I don't even know how to find myself on here. Am I? I don't know. I hope it's going live. It's hilarious. Anyways, I'll just try and get way down here and see if I can figure out what's going on. Yeah, basically that's like 500 million orbs flying around everywhere. And I would say that it's dust, except for I just cleaned my room and there's in part one of Spook Lights. I walk you through my house and I show you that there is no air conditioning, there is no heating, the fans are off, and I prove it. The ceiling fan is off. There is nothing. I mean, basically, what I'm renting here is a teeny tiny little old farmhouse built in 1948, and it used to have a fireplace at some point in time, but that's been capped and covered over many moons ago. So I'm basically renting a tent with hard sides. Okay, it has running water, thank God, but there is no source of heat or air conditioning, so there is no constant or chronic breeze unless I create my own, whether it be hot or cold. So I just wanted to clarify that and show you all this stupid insanity. So I've been watching these things ever since I got my cameras about 2 months ago. I've lived in this house for about 6 months now. And initially, I got the cameras because I was just not sleeping at night. And I thought it was because I was nervous about living out here. So initially, I faced the cameras outward. And that's when I caught those exterior pictures that I was showing you pictures of. And then I decided to watch myself sleep to see why I wasn't sleeping so well. Maybe I was sleeping in a funny position or whatnot. And that's when I began to observe the orbs everywhere. And since that time, I have continued to keep the cameras turned inward rather than outward, because whatever is out there is nothing compared to what's in here. That was a nice one. But I continue to observe because when I first started watching my own videos, there were an average of maybe 2 or 3 a night. And now I've gotten to the point where there is just hundreds. And I don't even know if I'm going to go ahead and set this up one more time so that I can show you the beginning of this, which is positively insane. Let me see if I get to go back. Go back to 1935 and okay, stop. This is it. I didn't even know this was happening, but my phone sent me a notification saying there was motion in the room. So I went ahead and looked it up. And this is what I began capturing. So as I said before, I was absolutely stunned by what I was observing, because who the hell knew all that was going on? So I'm going to gently try and push play. If it will let, oh, it's already playing. Great. There you go. It's a staggering amount, absolutely staggering amount. So living here, I've had the privilege of observing quite a few anomalies, more than I've ever seen on anybody's video anywhere at any given time, ever. And this has simply ramped up to a point. I'm never going to sleep in that room, ever. After you guys have seen the pictures of those bright white, I guess from my research, I've found they're called light beings, and that you're never supposed to touch them. But I mean, how the hell do you get out of their way if you can't see them? Okay, that's my point. If you can't see them, how do you get out of their way? They just bang into you and what? Throw off such a charge that you fall down and have a seizure or a heart attack or something. Who the hell knows? I mean, who wants to know? Part of me is so curious. It's like that button that you're not supposed to push, but it's so big and red and shiny that it's like a magnet. So eventually you end up pushing it. Uh, for me, those things are like magnets. I really want to touch one just to see what happens. Just like I'm a big fan of the stories about the staircases in the woods. For real, honestly, I'm not even going to lie to you. If I saw one, I would run straight up that thing and jump off the back end just to see what would happen. I've heard all kinds of horror stories about things that do happen and how the park rangers are not supposed to speak of it and blah, 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 blah. That just makes me want to touch that button even more. So I'm more than just a casual observer. I'm somebody who has got to push that button. Just got to see. Isn't that incredible, y'all? I would tell you that that was dust, but I know better. Excuse me. Because dust just with no source of a breeze, it doesn't just kick up for no reason. Dust does not emanate from the ceiling and the walls forever. It doesn't blow in different directions all at one time. This is more like the flight path of a blizzard. And that's, pretty much what this is. It's a blizzard of whatever these lights are. I refuse to believe that they are human souls, because if that's true, then the backyard on Disney's Haunted Mansion has nothing on my bedroom. If you haven't seen that movie, you should totally watch it. It's so much fun. But what I'm saying is that this is the equivalent, if it were souls, of a massive graveyard that was completely and viciously haunted. So I just am going to stick to, as I always say, my original thing, that these things are bursts of static. And with cold weather, that room has absolutely zero climate control. So it is what it is in there. And the next time I do a video, I will take my gun in there, not my pistol, my gun that shoots the atmospheric temperature, and show you what the degree is in there. So with that much cold, dry air, I am not in the least surprised that there should be a lot of static energy in there. So I'm curious to see what anybody else thinks. If anybody ever watches this, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that watches them, but if you watch it and you share it, if you know anybody who is an electrician, anybody that's in the sciences, then please show them one of these videos and get their thoughts on it. As I've spoken of before, I have a friend who's an electrician, which of course I would. I'm a contractor. I flip houses. But I showed him the video and he looked at me and just said, well, you're haunted. I'm like, no, it's electricity. And he said, no, that's not electricity. So if it's not electricity, then what is it? It's not, it can't be ghosts. It cannot be ghosts. It just simply cannot. They have no intelligent responses. Either that or they just don't listen for shit. Which, okay, if I was a ghost, I wouldn't either. I'd be like, screw you, I'll do what I want. What are you going to do? Nothing, right? So anyways, yeah, I'm curious to have input. And as of yet, I've never gotten a comment. I have gotten, a couple of views, a little over 100 on 2 of the videos. And the other ones are climbing up that way. But I would be curious to have opinions. Like it, hate it, think it's utter bullshit, think I'm a moron. I don't care. It's obvious I don't know how to do anything with these things. All I can do is point a camera at, the video that I record from my camera. That's the best that I can do. I don't know how to do editing suite. I have a computer, but the most I ever do with that is this. Check my email and play 2 games. And that's it. What are you doing, kitty? You acting crazy? So, in essence, that's the whole deal right there. That's the entire deal. I'm not stupid, but I'm not educated when it comes to technology. I do manage to Forrest Gump my way through a lot of things, which, quite frankly, is probably the slowest, most retarded way that I could possibly do things. But it's all I know, guys. It's all I know. I can't make myself do more than what I know. I can try, but it just usually fucks things up. Trust me. I've done it about 1,000,000 times on houses. So, at any rate, I'll just let you continue watching this crazy video. Oh, it looks like it's slowing down now. Now it picks back. It does pick back up again. But I gotta turn this heater off. I'm frying. This house literally has either absolutely none or only partial insulation between the walls, and another zero underneath the subflooring. And I've never poked my head up in the attic, or I haven't done it yet. I've been waiting for it to get cold enough to where if there are any bees up there, I'm not going to get my head took off. But sometime soon I will be looking up in the attic because these things seem to like to go up or straight into my closet, one of the two. My cat is going nuts, y'all. Going nuts. But that's, you get the idea of what's going on in there tonight. So there's no real reason to keep dragging this out for you. Almost at a loss for words on this. Let me go to the live screen. Just fucking amazing. I mean, my God. It's just freaking amazing. Now, I do go in there. I go in there all the time. That's where my clothes are. But I slept in there, I think, one night ever. It's too crowded in there for me, buddy. That's shit. It's like living in a hobo camp. Nope. There's no place to lay down where those things aren't going to hit you. And they don't hurt. You don't feel it. Literally, you don't feel, or I don't feel anything at all. Just astounded. So I'm going to back up and go to the live feed, because I think you get the idea about how many orbs or lights or whatever the hell they are in there. This is the live feed, and it doesn't really look like anything is going, ouch, on in there right now. But I can make something go on in there. Y'all want to see that? I'll show you. See if I can set this thing back up again to where it'll stay. Oh, shit. I don't know. Can you see that at all? Well, you can see enough of it. Maybe a little bit more. How about that? Let's see. The most important thing that I thought of on that video that I just showed you is, if you notice, the camera wavers several times. The only thing that can make a infrared night vision camera, or for that matter, any camera, waver like that is a burst of energy or some kind of magnetic interference. I just thought I would bring that up. So I'm going in there, and let's see if it starts acting stupid when I do. Let me take my other one with me so I can see what I'm doing. It's too bad I won't sleep in there because that bed is so comfortable. That bed itself is over 70, 80 years old, maybe even 100. Who the hell knows? But, anyways, so that's that for tonight. And that's it for tonight. And so I hope you enjoyed watching my madness once again. And I will be posting again, but excuse me, I did say that if I stepped into the room, that they would start acting up. And usually they cut up some when I leave, but they don't. Yeah. I mean, they're goofing around. They're not doing anything bad. See my Christmas tree? That's funny. But anyways, I don't think anybody, and that's there again is the proof that this is not dust, because you saw me enter the room. When you open that door, it creates a displacement of air, which ends up causing dust to fly. And you didn't see that. And even when I left the room, you didn't see dust flying. So that should tell you that earlier, that was not dust. I don't know what the hell it's static electricity. That's what I'm going to stick with. So I'm looking for some kind of device that will measure atmospheric static without being outside. Because once you get enough static buildup, of course, you know what happens. There's a discharge, and that's lightning. So, and there are phenomena of ball lightning outside and indoors for that matter, but I've never seen that. These could be minor static electric discharges, but either the house is, which would cause the electronics to misbehave, and that's just not really happening. So, I'm squashing my own theory here. I'm going to have to take a different tack, but I'm going to have to look up. There's just not any information about this. Plenty of talk, no hardcore information. So I guess that's what I'll be working on, is proving and disproving what these anomalies are. So anyways, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy it. Please share it with your friends, any professionals that are trained in the electronics, electrical, geological, could be a geological formation, because they go with me every place I go. I don't know. Maybe I'm a great big ball of, wool, and I just seem to attract this stuff like crazy. Who knows? But, anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please like and share, and let's get a conversation going about this. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I will post again very soon. I will. I love doing that. And someday, good Lord willing, and if somebody ever decides to help me learn, I'll learn how to do this the right way, and it will be much better for you to watch. So I hope you have a wonderful evening. And again, thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.